Here we are on section 8.1. Let's do some problems from the day 2 assignment, the 20 through 23. Let's start with question number 20. We have 3x, or 3p squared plus 36 equals 0. Well, if we're going to solve for p, we have to get all the rest of it to the other side, so I'm going to subtract 36 from both sides, and I get 3p squared equals negative 36. Divide by 3. I get p squared equals negative 12. Square root, square root. When we square root in an equation, we need to do the plus or minus thing. And let's break up negative 12 into the parts. We know that the square root of 4 is going to come out as a 2. The negative 1 comes out as an I, and the 3 stays behind. So we have p equals plus or minus 2i square root 3. Let's do 21. It says x minus 1 squared equals negative 16. Because there's parentheses and the square is on everything on this side, it's by itself, so then we would square root. And square root and squared are opposite operation, giving me x minus 1 equals plus or minus. Now, the square root of 16 is 4. The square root of the negative 1 gives me the I. And then my last step is to add 1 to both sides. So I get 1 plus or minus 4i. For number 22, I have y plus 2 squared equals negative 25. Again, since everything in the parenthesis is squared, opposite operation of squaring is square rooting. Square root goes away, leaving me with plus or minus 5i. Then I'm going to subtract 2, subtract 2. Remember, when we put the minus 2 in there, we can't put it under here. We have to put that in front of the plus or minus. And we're not going to split it into two answers because this has an I in it. And we leave that alone. Let's take a look at 24. We have x plus 10 squared equals 11. Square root, x plus 10 equals plus or minus the square root of 11, minus the 10, minus the 10. So negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 11. 25. X plus 3 squared equals negative 8. Square root, x plus 3 equals plus or minus. Now we're going to break this up into negative 1 times 4 times 2. And when I bring it out, the 4 comes out as a 2, the negative 1 comes out as an I, and the 2 stays behind. And then I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and I get x equals negative 3 plus or minus 2i root 2. And the last one today is question 26. We have y minus 4 squared equals negative 18. Square root, because it's by itself, square root. Anytime you square root in an equation, you have to add the plus or minus. Let's break up our negative 18 into negative 1 times 9 times 2. When I bring out the 9, it becomes a 3, the negative 1 becomes an I, and the 2 stays under. And then I'm going to add 4 to both sides. And so I get y equals 4 plus or minus 3i root 2. Thanks and good luck.